Okay, I think we got everyone in here. I will start the practice lobby. And I'll put the link for the live broadcast in the chat once it's up here. A few minutes into the practice, just if everyone wants to take a look. The points are updated. The points are on the USCCC website, so those are there. One other thing that we discussed was I think we'll do you can drop 2 individual races, which essentially means you can miss one week and still have a chance at the points. For anyone wondering, there will be drops.
Okay, welcome everybody. We are on live.
Other lobbies in Discord.
We are at Willow Springs Raceway, and here we are in first practice. This is going to last for about 18 more minutes, and then we'll get to the race. So as you can see, we have 11 cars today. And yeah, but this is going to be exciting. I don't think we've ever raced at Willow Springs before, virtually at least. It's a very high-speed track, wide open track, and the one thing about this track is that it eats left front tires. So especially front-wheel drive cars will have their hands full because, whoa, as we see somebody goes off, that's Dave Brown and the BMW with the British flag livery. So yeah, this track will really hurt your left front tires, so you have to be careful, especially in the front wheel drive cars. So here's James Gouveia in the blue BMW going for his practice run. Let's put the track map on and the speedo. Let's see what they're doing. As you can see, they're doing 135, 136. In earlier practices, we saw speeds of about 140, 141 from most of these cars. So, oh, so this is James once again. Firuz and the Air Bubbles. Renault set the fastest time so far, the 121.155, which is a really fast time. Oh, and of course we set that and it goes off. Yeah, 121 is a very fast lap time out here, and both him and Michael McCulligan doing really well so far. I believe the lap record here is 118, 119, something like that. So for these guys to be doing 21s right off the bat is pretty darn good. Austin Ron doing a 22. Roger goes by in that green Renault. He is best so far, 22.5. Nice thing is everybody's kind of being nice here and not racing each other, just trying to feel the track out. Baturi in that Momo Renault. This is his first time ever at this track and already doing pretty good with a 123. Dave Brown trying to, wow, look at that slide through there, turn 9. Um, Dave has had a lot of time actually at this track, so and he's always fast, so we look for him to get a good lap time here and be one of the front runners. Chris Evertson was on the podium both races last race, so he should be pretty quick out here. And Reza does not have a time set yet. Oh, he just did 29, so I'm sure he's going to pick up some speed later. He's won 3 of the 4 races so far, so no surprise that he's the championship leader. Okay, as we go back to Firuz, still at a 121.1. Hasn't been able to improve on that lap time, so here comes, he uses the whole track. Here comes towards the start-finish line. Let's see if what he'll do here. He does not improve. In fact, he went 9/10 slower that lap. Michael McCulligan doing really well out here. Oh, nice slide through there. He's got some time out here. It seems like most of these cars probably are not improving their times, probably because of their tire situation. But unfortunately, we can't see that data. It'd be interesting. Would be really nice to be able to see what their tire situation is. So Reza came into the pits. He did his 1 lap, and he went from last to second. Now he's in the pits, probably just enjoying the scenery, getting some, looking for some changes and planning his strategy. It's Dave Brown, surprisingly, in the pits. You'd think that he would want to practice some time here. Michael McCulligan is still driving out there, utilizing as much of the track as possible. Using all the track, gets sideways, losing a little bit of speed, but looking really racy. James Gavea has been doing really well, and we'll try to hook up with James later in the broadcast. He likes to commentate from inside the car, which is always fun to have James and listen to his comments during the race. $11 more minutes left in this session. Yeah, nobody's really improving their times. That's part of the problem with this track's layout. Everybody's times are kind of getting slower and slower. Davide picked up a second. He went from a mid-23 to a mid-22, so that's nice to see. Unfortunately for him, everybody else, the fast is about a second faster. Well, not everybody else, but a lot of the cars. Chris Evertson, surprisingly, at the bottom of the time sheet here. See if he'll improve coming up to the front straight away with a big slide into the dirt. You can't do that in real life. You'll be dead or upside down. Does not. Wow, he did not improve. Reza stays in the pit still. Dave Brown coming into the high-speed section. Oh, I guess he's slowed down. Looks like he's giving it up. Yeah, went back to the pits. Michael McCulligan coming on to the fast section in his Renault. Michael was thinking about switching cars for today. I guess he decided to stay with the Renault. He was thinking about going rear drive and getting into a BMW. Let's see what his time is, if he's going to improve or not. Pretty close lap time, but 3/10 slower. Not a bad job, though. Keeps getting sideways through that turn 1 complex. Reza's back on the track, and he's chasing Dave Brown. I have a feeling these two guys are going to, if history's any indication, these two guys are going to be battling it out for up front. Going really fast. He hits 137 right before that corner as he goes through turn 8, 140 before he brakes. Oh, Dave Brown goes off in the dirt. Oh, no. And Reza goes in the dirt. Wow, look at that. Well, I guess we changed those two guys. We talked about these two guys being front runners, and both of them end up in the dirt. So there you go. Announcer's curse. Firu's having a nice quiet day up front. Doesn't seem to be going off or anything, and just he may be the one that we're going to see up front today. So Chris Evertson made a pit stop. He's out of there. He's probably making some changes to his car. Oh, disqualified. He must have made a boo-boo at turn 9 and sped in the pit lane. That's one way to get yourself disqualified out here. If you go wide at turn 9, you're going to be on the left side, and you're going to be hauling into the pit lane at about 130 miles an hour, and that will instantly get you disqualified. So it's probably what happened to Mr. Evertson. Here we are on board with Firouz. He has a very nice tidy line. Doesn't really push extra hard, just drives very precisely. There's a little bit of slide going through there. Gets the apex and comes right wide and uses all the track on the exit. Good job. 9/10 of a second off his best lap time in that lap. Chris Evertson is back. This is a practice session for those of you that would like to know. We have 5.5 minutes or so left in this session. So after that, we're going to pause for a little bit, for about 5 minutes, maybe less. and then we're going to start with the race. So nobody's really improving their times, which is interesting because this doesn't usually happen. But what's really interesting on this particular session is how close everybody's lap times are. Two cars in the 21s, or three cars, actually no, four cars in the 21s, and then the rest of the people in the 22s, except for two other people. So really close racing from all of these cars. We saw Reza Arsham going out to the, he's leaving to go on the track. Yeah, so that's going to be really interesting out here with such close times. Baturi goes off in the dirt, jumps the berms, comes up in front of Dave Brown. Baturi is chasing Daniel in that green Renault. These two guys are actually, their times are really close, 22.3 to 22.6. So maybe these two guys will have a good battle in the race. Depends, of course, on, for qualifying, we do random grid. So it always throws a wrench in there. Baturi goes off, saves it, doesn't do any damage, comes right back. So we've had about 15 minutes or so on the track, and already the front-wheel drive cars have burnt out their left front tires. Don't know about the rear drive cars, but the front drives are really hard. We'll talk to some of the rear drive drivers, ask them how they're doing, and hopefully when we talk to James during the broadcast, he'll let us know about his tire situation. So it'll be interesting to see. We have 3 minutes left now. Reza gets way sideways, drifting through this complex of turn 4 and 5. Wow, he's way out of shape. Let's see what Reza's lap time is. This should not be a particularly quick lap time with all the sliding he was doing. Let's see if we can improve. No, but came really close despite all that. Only 1/10 off his best time, so probably has a 20 left in that car. Dave Brown just set a time of a 21.381, only 1/1000th of a second slower than Reza. Great job by Dave. As we predicted, those two are going to be right in the mix of things, as of course is Firuz Mehta, who's currently the fastest driver on the track. McCulligan has moved up to 4th fastest. He has done a very good job of driving, getting that Renault a little bit sideways on corner exit. He's being chased by Baturi in the red Momo car, the red Momo Renault. Michael, oh, catches air, uses a little bit too much of the dirt on the inside of turn 4, but manages to save it and comes back out. Yeah, very good job with his nice fast lap time of only 4 tenths slower than the fastest time here. So great job, really close field. Reza came in the pits, so I guess he wasn't expecting a fast lap time. McCulligan moves up to third fastest. 20. Nice. Okay, so session is over, and we'll finish this, and we'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, hello everybody, and here we go. We're about to start. Let's.
Hello, everyone. I'm James Gouveia. I'll be your in-race reporter for this race. I'm actually in the race, so this should be fun trying to entertain you guys and drive at the same time.
Yeah, thank you, James, for joining us. Let's see what the grid looks like. Firuz Mehta on pole position. Chris Evertson. Wow, nice job, Chris. We're getting landing a second place spot. Third place, Dave Brown. He's going to be rocketing up front. Martin Six starting in fourth. Austin Ron going to start in fifth place. Reza gets a sixth place start. Michael McCulligan starts seventh in the Renault. Roger Maeda, his teammate in the other Renault, starting eighth. Daniel Swarak running in ninth in the Renault. David Baturi is in 10th in another Renault. And James Gouveia starting off on last position in 11th place.
Yours truly. I'll be bringing up the rear. I'll try to make it exciting for you.
Well, you have a bunch of front-wheel drive cars ahead of you, so you have a good chance.
Yeah, hopefully I don't run into somebody this time like last time. I went around a guy and surprise, surprise, was the car sitting still on the track.
Yeah, so be careful there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really surprised how fast Michael McCulligan is this year. Really impressive stuff.
Okay. Focus. We'll talk soon. Let's. The engines are revving up. We're waiting for the standing start. Oh, and Reza gets a rocket launch. Wow. Oh, did he jump to start? He went from last to second. Looked like he jumped to start. Wonder if he's going to get a flag or something. Looks like so far everybody is clean. A little bit of rubbing going on. Oh, between the Renault and Dave Brown. Oh, Dave Brown got the short end of the stick on that one, looks like.
Oh, no, I was doing so good.
Oh! And Gouveia is off. Okay, well. So Chris Evertson running in first place has a 0.8 second his gap on already by turn 4. So doing a great job. Reza Arsham gets in second place.
Oh, holy cow. Oh, I made it through somehow.
Oh, that's James. He barely almost had a collision there, but made it through. Trying to see what our situation is here. Looks like there's a nice gap between the cars. Reza is catching up to Evertson. Ready, Roger Maeda with a nice run of third place, and Michael McCulligan with a nice run of fourth place. So nice pack up front. Davide worked his way up to fifth place, and he's being challenged by Mehta. And Firuz trying to pass that Momo car. He's drafting. Draft works really well around this high speed of this track. Davide takes the inside line, and Firuz goes on the outside to take the outside position, and is not able to go. So the Air Bubbles car goes and stays in sixth. Let's see. Oh, up front we have looks like a three-way fight between Roger, Chris, and Reza. A front-wheel driver against the two BMWs. This is going to be interesting. Looks like Reza's trying to go on the outside of Chris over here. Here, you got to be careful because you can get sideways and there's not much room here. So got to be careful and patient as Maeda tries to go on the outside here. Reza goes for a little berm action, and oh, the two of them go off. Oh no, both Chris and Reza go off. And guess what? Roger Maeda goes to first. Michael McCulligan goes to second. And looks like Davide is now racing with Reza, trying to take him on the inside. Wonder if is that going to be able to see? Yeah, he does. Made it to third place. So Reza goes from second to fourth. Chris Evertson goes from first to 10th. Wow, great action up front here in this battle. We got Davide, Reza, and Meta, Friur's Meta. Reza goes for the pass on the outside. The two of them go. Oh, that was a little collision between Davide and Reza. Just punted Reza off the track. So up front, Roger Maeda and the two teammates in the green Renaults, first and second, doing a great job. Baturi in third place. Behind them, this battle right here, and Firuz led by Firuz Mehta. James doing pretty good considering everything that's happened so far to him and running in fifth place. Well, after all that, Reza and Chris Everson find themselves together once again, but this time in the back. At Long Beach, they were running for the lead. Now they're racing for ninth place. James is complaining about losing momentum. Well, you're still doing pretty good. You're still in sixth place. Focus, James, focus. So this looks like the best battle here between Davide, Firuz Mehta, and Austin Ron. Side by side, the two Renaults around turn 8. Oh, looks like, Mehta made it around. Oh, two of them go in the dirt. Nobody crashes. This is an intense fight up here. Nobody's backing down. What a battle. Oh, a little bit of rubbing going on between Firuz and Austin. Be careful, there's a black car behind you trying to pass you. Oh, look at that. Austin Ron made it by Davide for third place. And Firuz is trying to see if he can follow, but he's a little too far back. Side by side they go. They're rubbing. There's some rubbing going on at turn 8. Be careful. This is not the place you want to rub. Davide is on the inside line. This could get ugly if the two of them rub, and they could end up in the wall. But meanwhile, great job by Gouveia. He takes the draft and tries to slingshot past both of them. Davide gets majorly sideways going through turn 1, but he keeps it on the track. Wow, what a nice 5-way battle between these guys. Austin Ron still trying to see if he'll get by, find a way around Davide. He's making that Momo Renault really wide. Here, Austin looks really strong through that last corner here, but Austin gets a little wiggly and loses his momentum going through there, which opens the door for Firuz to come by, looks like. Firuz now, looking on the inside of the Momo car, trying to get him going through this turn 9 complex, and the two of them get sideways. Oh no! Oh, we have a big, huge collision. Oh, that was Davide who were upside down. Had a major collision through there. He's got some damage on his car. He's got bumpers flopping around. Wow, that was something. He's lucky to be alive. Up front, we have Roger and Michael pulling away from everybody. These two guys are having a great run. These two teammates being nice to each other and hopefully pulling away from everybody from all that. Because the last thing you need around here is to be involved in all this stuff that's going on. So Reza Arsham has moved up to 6th place after his problems. Dave Brown. Oh, Dave Brown goes into the wall. Oh, geez. He had another issue and goes into the plastic wall. He's got some damage to his car. Chris Evertson's back in 9th place. Brown ends up in last place. He had a really good run with a fast lap of 21.4 too. Fastest lap, last lap so far. So Austin Ron and James Gouveia going at it for 4th place here. Let's see how this battle shakes out. And behind them we have some flop and bumper action going on from Davide, and of course Dave Brown's damaged car trying to go get by. Oh, Davide goes off. Let's get on board with James here, see how he does through this section here. Really nice through there. Uses the whole track. Beautiful. Going into turn 5, you got to be careful with those high berms. Gets on the gas really quick and takes this turn flat out. Catch a little air through there. Seems to need just a little bit more power to make it through. Let's see if we can hit the magic 140, 141, 142. Wow, that's the fastest we've seen so far. Great job by James. Okay, so this is a very important turn. Guy up front needs to make a little mistake, which he does. Closes up, catch the draft. Get on the outside for turn 1 and hopefully be able to clear that car by turn 1. They're side by side. Austin's still there, but now James is on the correct side. If he keeps it through here, he might be able to make it. No, he does not. Wow, that Renault was fast through that turn 2.
Yeah, be careful not land over the middle of the corner.
We thought you had it, James.
Well, maybe it was better for
The Renault's Austin seems to be pushing really hard. My money's on James to be able to make him into a mistake. It goes on the inside. There he is. Oh, side by side still. Oh, this is so close. Okay, set him up for turn 9. Set him up for turn 9. Still have almost 8 minutes, so we're still plenty of time for this to happen. So up front, we have the same battle up front. These two guys have been up front all this time. Firuz all by himself in 3rd place. Behind them, this battle that we were watching between Austin and James. And behind them, everybody seems to be kind of on their own a little bit. So the best battle seems to be this one right here between Austin and James right here. Firuz Mehta just set the fastest lap of the race, a 1:21.3. So that's the fastest lap by anyone so far. So he's lapping. Firuz is lapping a second quicker than anybody else on the than the second place McCulligan right now. He's 4 seconds. I'm almost 5 seconds behind. With 6 minutes to go, there is a chance that he could catch up. There we go. James going for the inside now. This is going to be interesting. He's a little bit further back. Oh, he backed out of it. Yeah. Good job.
That's all right. At least I caught up to him, and that was fun for a bit, side by side.
Well, you still have almost 6 minutes, so keep going.
Yeah, I'll probably run him down again with the front straight, hopefully.
So, James, how are your tires doing?
Oh, my left front is really tired.
Is it red?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yellow.
Okay.
My computer's messing up on me.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I lost some time. It was wigging out on me for a second. I really need my computer. Alright, maybe 2 laps before I catch up.
Okay. James lost a little bit of time there.
My computer seems
What happened to James? James disappeared.
my computer locked up for like 4 seconds.
Oh no, we lost James. Oh no, James is dropping like a rock. Oh, he's in the pit lane. Ah, geez, that's too bad. Well, that moved everybody up 1 position. So now Reza's in the top 5, Daniel's in 6th, and Chris in 7th. Dave Brown charging still at 8th. Martin 6th and 9th, and Baturi at 10th with his car that was upside down for a little bit. Well, the closest 2 cars today, right now, are these 2 guys, but doesn't look like. Looks like team orders have set in, and looks like they're just driving around and being nice to each other and not taking each other out, which kind of seems like a smart thing to do, as they could have their 1-2 finish for the team out here.
I'm having some technical difficulties, so I'll have to catch up with you in the next one. Let me restart my computer here.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you soon, James. Baturi having a little fight with Martin 6th for 9th place. It's a battle for 9th place. Martin made the pass. Out here with such high speeds, if you have body damage, it'll really cost you a lot in your top speed. Two minutes left. These guys will probably have 2 more laps, depending on when the checkered flag comes out exactly. But looks like it's going to be about 2 more laps left in this race. 14 laps done so far in the books. Less than 1 minute left. Maeda still leading. McCulligan still second. Firu's in third. About 4 seconds behind. Hasn't been able to close that gap. Austin in fourth position. And Reza in fifth place all by himself. It's like a lonely race for Reza today. Daniel in sixth. Chris Everton in seventh. His car looks clean today. Dave Brown's car looks a little bit scratched up. Not too bad considering he smacked into a couple of walls today. Firu's just at the fastest sector what time? Considering his front tires might be shot by now, that's remarkable. Okay, so all eyes are going to be on the front here. These two guys are on their last lap. They should be able to get the checkered flag here. Look at that. Rogers excited to have his first victory of the season. Roger gets first. Michael McCulligan gets second. Congratulations to those two guys. And Firuz comes up third. Austin Ron, because he set a fast lap of the race on his last lap, gets fourth place. Reza comes up for a fifth place run. Dave Brown, seventh place. Davide is still battling it out with Martin sixth. Davide's lost his hood, lost his front bumper, and now it's a drag race. Both these guys have had lots of damage. And looks like the Momo car is going to take the win, take the position away. It's a great job by these guys. There's your final order. Okay, we'll take a little break and we'll see you guys soon.
At least it didn't affect anybody else in the race. So
Okay, here we are. We are back live. And Austin Ron, he's lucky he gets pole position. Martin 6 gets second place. 2 Renaults up front. James Gavea, third place. Go get him, James, from third place. Just look out, Dave Brown is right next to you, so be careful there. And of course, Mr. Reza Arsham's right behind you. So you got a pack of wolves around you. Raja Maeda, our winner of the race 1 in 6th place. Firuz Mehta in 7th. David Buturi in 8th, Chris Evertson in 9th, Michael McCulligan in 10th, and Daniel Swarak in 11th. So it looks like a good field up here, as we see on board here from Daniel's car, Austin's car. Look at that. That's a great view. I love that view from when you're in pole position and you see nothing but clear track ahead of you. That's nice. James's view is different. He sees a fast Renault in front of him.
I see a whole bunch of cars ready to pounce on me at the start.
Yeah, don't look in your rearview mirror. I don't know if you guys on the air heard that, but James is a little worried about the cars behind him. So yeah, here we go. Let's go to the trackside view. We have the map and the speedo here turned on. And yeah, should be a roughly 18-minute long race. The engines are firing up. Green lights are about to start. And here we go. And we're off. Oh, the front-wheel drive cars didn't even move. Oh, Martin did not even move. That was, and Reza looks like he's gained up to second place, made it past Dave Brown, and is trying to get inside. Austin Ron gets a little squirrely, has the inside line going into turn 2, but Austin takes the position away. So now we have Austin first, Reza second, Dave Brown third, Chris Evertson is in third place. What happened to Dave Brown? Dave Brown fell back. He was doing really good. Oh, Dave Brown pushed up to the side by Davide. Lots of commotion going on behind them. Dave Brown trying to make it by that green Renault. That's Roger Maeda makes it by. But Roger's not giving up, but Dave's got the inside line. Dave takes fourth position, and he's now set his sights for the third position up front. Behind him, Firuz Mehta in the air bubbles car catches the draft and trying to get inside of Dave on turn 1, and he's too far away. He's not going to make it. Dave goes a little wide through there again. Oh, careful. Oh, that was Chris Evertson. Almost flipped the car there. It looked like he was headed for the hills. Michael McCulligan running in 6th place. He finished 2nd earlier today. Chris Evertson having a battle with Roger Maeda for 7th place, looks like. And James right behind him in 9th. Martin 6th and 10th. Oh, James goes off. Cap brings it back. And Daniel in 11th place. Up front, Austin and Reza going at it. Davide having a nice solid third place, all by himself so far, although behind him are some hungry cars. Firuz is right behind and is trying to catch up. Oh, that was Dave Brown. Oh, who was that? McCulligan. Almost flipped the car there. Lost a few positions, looks like, in the collision with Dave Brown. Oh, Davide off in the dirt. Oh, where is he going? I think he's headed to Lancaster. Oh, okay, he makes it back. Okay. But now Firuz is even closer. Chris Everson just set his fast lap of the race. Michael McCulligan moved up to 6th place. These two guys need to get away from the pack of cars that are behind them if they want to stay alive. There's a lot of action going on behind them. Chris Everson in 5th place, just ahead of them. He looks like he has a much better race in this one than the last one. Firuz still hasn't figured a way around Baturi there. Reza and Austin. Actually, Austin has pulled away a half a second gap here, so looking good there. Maeda trying to get around Chris Everson now. He's made up a lot of ground to Chris. Chris was about half a second or so up front, and now he's seriously closed the gap. Really quick. He hits 142 in that section there. Both of them go off in the dirt on the exit, but they both survive, and Maeda is chasing him down, trying to make a pass, but it needs to bring it back a little bit closer than that. Ooh, up front. We didn't catch it, but looks like Reza made it by Austin's car. So the yellow BMW up front, 1st place. And Firuz looks like he's in 3rd. So now we have these two guys going at it between Firuz and Austin. Firuz just set the fast lap with a 120, our first car getting into the 120s. So seriously quick times by Firuz here. 120.7, goes on the inside. Is he going to make it? Yes, he does. Boy, he made that look easy. So this was bad news for Reza up front because with that kind of speed, Firuz is going to catch up to Reza and challenge for the lead in a few laps from now. That last lap with Firuz was 0.3 faster than Reza in first place. So yeah, that's going to be something. Meanwhile, another battle here. This battle still continuing between Evertson and Roger there. Roger going or trying to go around the outside, but not quite close enough. Behind him is his teammate Michael McCulligan, and behind him is our James Gouveia. So these guys are all, looks like they're all trying to get by that Evertson BMW, and Evertson's not making this easy. Firuz just set the fastest sector one time. Is he about to improve on his lap time? We will see in about a minute from now. James Gouveia moves up to 6th place. Reza. But look at that. As we predicted, Firuz goes on the inside of Reza, and they're side by side through that complex and takes the lead easily. Firuz has really figured this track out. And
Are you kidding me?
oh, James was doing so good. What happened, James?
I screwed up. Pushed it too hard.
That was too bad. You had such a great run through there.
Yep. I'm so mad at myself right now.
Well, up front we have Firuz is in first place. Reza only a 1/10 of a second behind, but looks like Firuz has the faster car here. Although Reza is all over the rear bumper of that car as that car bounces over the curbs. That last lap, Reza was 4/10 quicker. These guys are, wow, being very aggressive. This is especially this corner coming up, turn 3, 4, 5. This Omega complex, as they call it, is you can easily spin the car here, so they got to be careful because Austin is right behind as well, only a second behind. Meanwhile, Chris Evertson still battling with Roger. Gets a little squirrely. Roger goes on the inside, thinks about it, has to hit the brakes. Thought he had it, but the window closed as Chris goes off, and Roger and Michael go by. Chris drops to 6th place as he rejoins the track. James, Chris is ahead of you. He's go get him.
Trying my best.
Dave Brown having a boring day, looks like. He's by himself in 8th place, Martin 6th and 9th, Baturi in 10th, and Daniel in 11th. Up front, these two guys still at it for the lead. It looks like the 1 second gap between them and Austin is still maintained. And Roger and Michael going for 4th and 5th place still. So that's our top 5. James has Chris on his rear bumper, charging up front. James, this is.
I'm a rabbit. When people chase me, I tend to go faster. So.
Well, this so far you're on your best lap time so far. Your sector times are really nice, so keep it up. Let's see if James manages to set a fast lap time here. He's at turn 9 right now. No, he lost a little bit of time in the sector 3. Lost a little bit of time in sector 3.
That's all right. Everest is still behind me, so that's okay.
'Chris's computer looks to be doing some weird stuff. His car's a little glitchy. Three minutes to go. Reza just turned his fastest lap time, 21.0. 21.0 for Reza, 21.0 for Firuz. Both these guys super quick. Austin Ron in third place, chasing these guys, but 4 seconds behind. And these two guys bumper to bumper once again, except last time they were dicing for the first place, and now they're running for fourth place. James goes a little bit wide. He has to be careful. This is still the best battle up front as James battles it out with Chris. James gets really sideways through there. James, focus on. Oh, Chris Emerson just crashed behind. Oh, he He just smacked into the pit lane wall.
He couldn't see because my
Ah, look at him. He's in the hospital, man. You put the guy in the wall.
I can't stop laughing so I can
Oh, poor Chris. Well, I think Chris is dead, but his evil twin must be driving the car.
That was not intentional.
Wow. Okay, that's one way to get him to stop tailgating you. Okay, well, good job, Chris. Good job, James. I mean, but now you have Dave Brown on your butt. So, James, focus on turn two. On turn two, make sure you get a good exit out of turn two.
Definitely.
Now you got very experienced Dave Brown all over you. Very tidy through there. Nice job, James. Nice job.
I was pushing with everything I had because I didn't want to stay back there.
Get your apex right at turn two. Oh, he lets him go. Oh, good save, good save, good save. Yeah, Dave Brown makes the pass and moves into sixth place. So we're on the last lap here. Let's see up front. Still have Firuz running in first place. He's picked up almost a 3-second gap over Reza there as Firuz comes up through start finish. And he's about to take the checkered flag. Yet we have another new winner. Firuz takes the win. Reza gets second place. I'm sure he's happy with that. Austin Ron takes third place. Great job, Austin. Roger and Michael take fourth and fifth. Dave Brown goes through turn 9, gets a sixth place. After, I'm sure he's happy with that considering all the stuff that happened in the race today. Our James, good job, James, 7th place.
I should have been.
You should have been up there.
If I hadn't spun. Oh well.
Martin 6th, nice job at 9th place. Chris Everson 10th. And David in 10th place. And I think we had a car that retired. That was Daniel Swan retired. So great job, guys.
All right, that was fun. Thank you for having me, Ollie.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well, that does it. Now we'll get to our interviews. Oh, so we are with live with Firuz. Firuz, I got you in a first place in race two. How did you finish in the race one?
Yeah, race one, I started on pole and I botched the gears and I was like in third gear and everyone went right by me. But I was pretty happy with third in that first race because I had to crawl my way back and didn't hit anyone. No one, a couple people hit me, but it was very rewarding.
Yeah, well, the key was to have a clean race because you probably don't know this, but there was a lot of commotion behind you. So
It's usually the case.
there were cars in the air, there were cars flipping, there were cars, there was a lot of collisions back there. But
I'm
uh,
sure
but it
waiting for you guys.
but it in the race two, I believe you set the fast lap in race two. I think you were the only one that got into the 20s, I believe. So great job.
Yeah,
Looks like you had the track pretty much figured out.
kind of, yeah. I did some practicing before, and usually I'm not the fastest person. Reza or a couple of other people are, especially during the race. But I don't know. This track just worked for me, I guess.
Yeah, it's funny how some tracks just work well with some other people. We find that,
Yeah,
yeah. But anyway, yeah, great job. Looks like you had this one in the bag, and so the key was to just stay out of trouble and not screw it
exactly.
up, basically.
Yep,
So
yep.
the other guys that had a great race this weekend are the two teammates here, Roger and Michael, who finished fourth and fifth in race two and first and second in race one. So, guys, tell us about your night.
Yeah, for me, this is Michael here. Yeah, it was, I mean, race one, I had a reasonable start, and I think there was a little commotion in front of Roger and I. And then next thing I know, I'm in second behind Roger, and then it was a really awesome battle. Roger raced me really clean, really fair, but really hard. And yeah, I certainly didn't want to take out my teammate, so that would be bad news. But made a few, a few chances to take the lead, but Roger had me covered and took a really nice defensive line and made it hard for me to get around him. So, the better option was to not take a risky move and take us both out and just bring the car home in second. So that was my first race. So really, really happy with that. And yeah, just ran clean laps and didn't make too many mistakes. So yeah, it was a good race for me.
And what about you, Roger?
Working together definitely helped out today. I think the tire degradation was a little scary, so during practice I pushed it to see just how far you could take that left front. And it actually turns out that you can push it pretty hard without causing grip. The tire indicator looks scary. It looks like a pack of lifesavers. The red left front and the orange one. Absolutely delicious. But the car does grip. Once we figured that out and once I saw Michael, it was just kind of, you know what? Stay in line, work together. Let's see if we can get away from these guys. We might not be the outright fastest, but between the two of us, we had good chances.
Well, okay, so we have three front-wheel drive cars here, and we figured the front-wheel drive may not be the best way to go. How was everybody's tires? Was everybody having a red left front?
Yeah.
Yeah, my left front was red pretty much the whole time. It would cool off to yellow like part way around the lap, and then it would go red again. And it was interesting you mentioned that because I tried the BMW earlier in the day when I practiced, my tire was going berserk. But I ran like laps in both, and I was still faster even with the tire going away with the Renault. So I stuck with it and hoped the tire would hold together.
Okay, what about you, Firuz?
Yeah, red the whole way. I kind of sort of paid attention and tried to manage it, but for the most part I ignored it and I was like, whatever, just go fast.
Okay. Well, great job, guys. And yeah, it was nice to see you guys up front and taking the wins. So we'll see you guys all next week.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Looks
Good
forward to
job.
a fun race.
Good job. Thank you. Okay. Okay, well, there we have it. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. And next week, a surprise track.